Hello friends, welcome to this part 25. If you have not become a member yet, Cloud Kernel Cloud Ninja member, click the join icon, join button below this video, okay? And very small premium. You can gain access to so many other questions and other content. Now we are dealing with only real questions. Why? Because we don't want to waste our time. And we also understand we will not score full marks. Our intent is to just pass the certification. See, last time, this question is saying last time the developers did some load, okay, last deployment. The deployment of EC2 instances, and there was a partial downtime. So for example, you see these yellow boxes, these are all EC2 instances, and they deployed it. It was a new application, and then there is a partial downtime. Okay, now they have used Beanstalk, which is used to deploy and scale web applications. So all applications that you want to deploy, we use Beanstalk. So now they create batches. Beanstalk is splitting the EC2 instances into batches. This is batch 1, 3 instances. This is batch 2, 3 instances. This is batch 3. There are 4 instances. Now what they are doing is they are putting one batch at a time after taking them out of service. So full capacity is not maintained during deployment. So they want to maintain full capacity and minimize impact of failed deployment. So what B says is let's put all at once. That means B1, B2, B3, everything at once. The problem is if there is impact of failed deployment, that is not addressed here in all at once. C is telling you to do rolling. So rolling update we used for time-based stuff. So you keep rolling it, like you update, put one batch, then another batch. So that will not help you with maintaining full capacity. Third says rolling update with additional batch. This will also not help. So immutable makes sure that the replacement of instances are applied very efficiently and safely. If immutable environment update fails, the rollback process requires only terminating autoscaling group. A failed rolling update, on the other hand, requires performing additional rolling update to back the changes. So to perform immutable environment, Elastic Beanstalk creates a second temporary autoscaling group behind the environment's load balancer. So this is something which will help you maintain full capacity as well as minimize the impact of the failed deployment. So this would be my answer. Immutable is my answer. See, this is a very simple question. See, you have services and downstream consumers use it. Architecture became very complex. What is required is you want to put single interface to manage these services. So whenever you want to put single interface, manage these services, simple, you need API gateway. Only API gateway can manage all the APIs at scale, whether it is coming from different downstream teams or whatever. In real world, I have worked for projects where we have applications which call APIs from other applications, third party open source applications or etc., which will give you the current times exchange rate. So imagine that company which is servicing so many different clients, like so many people are asking, hey, give me the exchange rate of today, give me the exchange rate of today. Then what happens is the architecture becomes complex and they have to deal with so many stuff. So API gateways will help you manage that. This is my answer. Okay, so this is my answer. Lambda is just a 2 rupee person, which will help you reduce the cost of compute, and it can only last for 15 minutes. Lambda is wrong. X-ray is used to trace what is happening with your applications and etc. It is a tracing system used to debug production and distributed application issues. And if you see SQS is a queuing system. If you have some set of microservice based architecture, then you can put the data in queue and not wait about consumers and uh, providers talking to each other. This will be taken care automatically. Purpose is very different than what is required in this question. So we will lock this answer and move forward. Let us look at this question now. This question is on code build project. This helps you with building and testing your code with automatic scaling. So this is how it works. You put code build and it can interact with KMS, VPC, ECR and so on, and you can then integrate that with S3, CloudWatch, etc. When the developer is trying to use code build, it is giving an error because of length of environment variable exceeds the limit. Now the question is telling what is a recommended solution, where should you save this? Always remember, whenever you want to store environment variable, system is the place to do that. It will also help you with operational insights. It works with both AWS and on-premises, as well as other cloud platforms like Azure, GCP, and so on. So this is an article which will help you how to secure sensitive data or store to secure sensitive data. So in this case, environment variable is your sensitive data, and this is an article which will help you understand that. So this would be my answer. Remember, we do not use cognito in such scenarios. You have scenarios where, for example, you are trying to register in Facebook and you can use your Gmail ID to register on Facebook. That is happening through cognito kind of feature. Here you do not have any such requirements. That's why this is wrong. C tells you to use S3 bucket for a large number of environment variables. See S3 bucket, anybody can view that through their naked eyes and they can manipulate. So this is your sensitive data. Sensitive data should be put in systems manager. And A is telling you to put it in POSIX location. Again, the sensitivity will not be maintained if you put it here. POSIX means portable operating system interface. So this would be my final answer. Let's lock this. So this is one bonus question. I will not solve it for you. I will give you the answer, but you can yourself try to decode why this is the right answer. It is just as a homework for you. You can try to decode it, apply the same logic that I apply, and try to see why this answer is correct. So I hope you like this video. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so. Click the join button to become a Cloud Kernel or a Cloud Ninja member. We are dealing with real questions. Why? Because we do not want to waste time on other content. We want to somehow just pass the certification exam. Stay tuned. See you in the next part.